This is National Resource Center, Department of Mass Communication and Journalism, Tezpur University. I am Dr. Sunil Kant Behra, welcoming you all once again. I believe I met you on October 10, 2018 when we first uploaded the promo for this online refresher course in journalism and mass communication, which we have been offering in collaboration with SWAYAM and Ministry of Human Resource and Development, Government of India. I am happy to share with you that we have uploaded all the 40 modules that were required as per the specifications of SWAYAM and MHRD. If you remember, the name of our refresher course we thought of in our promo was Communication Education at Crossroads. And the objectives that we set for ourselves was number one, repositioning media education in the age of digitization. Second objective was appropriating our pedagogy according to the current media scenario. And third, to understand and analyze the mediatization of communication and the social implications of it. And lastly, understanding media in the age of convergence and contestation. And accordingly, we have positioned our 40 modules. And as you all know, mass communication and journalism is a multidisciplinary subject. So we thought of dividing this whole domain into certain subdomains in which we can position our modules. And the sub-themes that we thought of for this refresher course, one was critical approaches to communication studies and research. Two, children as consumers and prosumers. Third, innovative teaching methods and practices in higher education, from pedagogy to andragogy to heutagogy. Online cyber media and convergence, new media ecology, challenges, concerns and dilemmas in media and journalism education, media, culture, acculturation and society, qualitative and quantitative approaches in research, in communication, writing research proposals, development and participatory communication, media history and locating ideologies in the media curriculum, PR, corporate communication, CSR and advertising, and finally ICT, the digitization, social media and fake news. Within these 14 sub-themes, we have tried to position all our 40 modules, which certainly I believe will give an in-depth understanding of these newer methodologies and of these newer concepts which a teacher needs to know in order to make his or her students aware of the changing scenario of media in our country and in the global context. Of late, we have been talking more about new media, and communication research has also got a new perspective in looking at new media vis-a-vis the conventional media and also the traditional media. And I have told you that this is a multidisciplinary subject for which we have tried to take the help of subject matter experts from all over the country. And we were fortunate to have those people preparing the contents and coming over here to deliver those lectures to my colleagues. We invited Professor B.P. Sanjay, former Vice Chancellor of Central University of Tamil Nadu, former PVC of University of Hyderabad, former Director IIMC New Delhi, and presently Professor University of Hyderabad. Professor K.V. Nagaraj, who was former PVC of Assam University and a senior academician of the country, served as the professor of Assam University, Mizoram University, Andhra University and University of Mysore. We also had Professor Sisir Basu, who is a senior professor in the department of J&MC, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. We had Professor Jayasri Jatwani, an expert on the field of public relations, corporate communication, social sector communication and advertising, and I am sure her lectures will give you a deeper insight and a newer perspective how to look at PR, how to look at corporate communications and the CSR in the age of LPG. We also had Professor G. Ravindran from University of Madras, who specialized in the Eastern perspective and also the traditional media in the age of cyber media. We also invited Professor Dr. Shashwati Gangopadhyay, from Professor and Head from University of Bardhaman, West Bengal. Besides these outside experts, as I have already told you, it is multidisciplinary. We had also the privilege of inviting people from Tezpur University from other disciplines, and we had Dr. Neel Ratan Rai, Head Department of Education, Tezpur University. We had Dr. Jayanta Vishnu Das, Cultural Studies, Tezpur University, and Dr. Devadit Sharma from Department of Law, Tezpur University, who had made some contribution and value addition to this course from looking media studies and also the communication research from legal point of view and cultural context as well as from educational pedagogy. I am very happy to say that this Tezpur University Department of Mass Communication and Journalism has been identified as the resource center by the MHRD because of the hard work and the research pursuits of my young group of faculty members. Besides me, we have Professor Abhijit Bora, Dr. P. Anbarasan, Dr. Jaya Chakravarti, Dr. Uttam Kumar Pegu, Dr. Anjuman Bora, Dr. Kappu Malakar, Dr. Junali Dekka, Dr. Feroz Daimari, and Dr. Manoj Deori. All these 10 faculty members have contributed not only to the content creation but also they worked very hard right from the days of the sanction of NRC to our department to the conclusion of it. So I am happy, and besides these subject experts, we had the privilege of having a technical team in our department, and we also took the help of the outside technical experts to work on the post-production, shooting, editing and data entry, everything. For our technical experts, our faculty members, Dr. Feroz Daimari and Mr. Manoj Deori, taken a lot of efforts in making it technically sound. And beside these two faculty members, we had Dr. Ratul Nath, the technical officer, Mr. Chanchal Singha, senior technical assistant, Mr. Devabrat Phukan, freelance producer and editor, Ms. Julie Hazarika, freelance producer and editor, Mr. Tanuj Nath, Mr. Divyaranjan Hazarika, and Mr. Lachit Rai, who also helped us in doing the technical work for uploading the lectures and editing the lectures. And for secretarial assistance, we had Ms. Dipanjali Sinha, who worked right through the program. And for the laboratory attendants, we had the services of Mr. Bubul Das and Mr. Bolin Bora, who helped us a lot. Now coming back to the NRC program, let me tell you, we have received some information from the SWAYAM and the MHRD, and for every course, as you all know, that will have an evaluative component. And for this online refresher course, there will also be an online examination on March 30, 2019. which will be of objective type. There will be about 100 to 120 multiple choice questions which one has to answer online between 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on 30th March 2019. The modalities and also how to appear the examination will be sent to you by the SWAYAM as well as the department. After receipt of the instructions from the SWAYAM, we will also intimate you. I believe that all of you must have gone through the lectures, and also we have uploaded e-content which need to be looked at because of the online examination. I request all of you to read and reread the lectures and hear the lectures, because the questions will solely be based on the lectures and the e-content. For any examination, for any evaluative component, there will be a grading system. Those who secure less than 50%, they will get a E grade, which is fail. Those who get 50 to 59, they will get D grade, and 60 to 69, they will get C grade, and 70 to 79, B grade, and 80 and above, they will get A grade. So, I request all my young colleagues to go through the lecture seriously, which will not only help them to reposition in the media education world as a effective teacher, but it will also help them to teach their students and make the students industry ready and make the students to do their pursue their academic and research careers. And this online refresher course will certainly be helpful in that direction. I once again request all my colleagues to be in touch with the department people over the online mode and improve their participation, because it shows about the level of your engagement with the course. You need to engage yourself completely in the course development. Otherwise, perhaps you might not be allowed by the SWAYAM to participate in the online examination. So I request you to go through the lectures and have a more participation in the course. Finally, I can tell you, learning is lifelong and there is no end to learning. And now that we have uploaded the 40 modules and we have uploaded the e-content and the exam will be on March 30th, that doesn't necessarily mean that there is a full stop. All my life I have been learning from even my students, even my colleagues, and wherever I go and meet people. So my job is not to put a full stop, but rather we put a semicolon in this NRC's online refresher course with the hope that we will meet the newer batch in the coming online refresher courses. Wishing you all the best from the National Resource Center in Mass Communication and Journalism, Tezpur University. Goodbye.